What if you wanted to be a farmer, but you had no land? What if you wanted to raise pigs, but you had no farming know-how? Well, what if you come up with an ingenious mobile piggery, which meant that you could move from farm to farm and forest to forest? Then your name would be Rayne Buckingham, and you'd be the inspirational founder of Ethical Swine.
My name is Rayne Buckingham. Everybody calls me Buck, and I'm the founder of Ethical Swine. I was raised in southern Georgia, Columbus, Georgia. I left school and I fell into a cooking job and realized that I really, really loved cooking. I met my partner in Barcelona and we moved here in 2018. Yeah, that's how I ended up here. I came for love.
We do hold hands occasionally.
I created Bertha, a mobile pig solution center, to set up a singular pig paddock for somewhere between 10 to 12 pigs. They have a very easygoing existence, which makes better meat products.
G'day.
Hey, how you going?
Really well. You must be Buck because he's the only American in the forest, right?
Oh, how'd you know?
It's a wild hunt. And this must be Bertha that I've heard about.
Yes, so this is my mobile pig solution center, which is a 99 trailer with solar power to run a fence generator for electric fences and water tanks to collect water and feed water to pigs. Everything in the system is mobile, the houses and especially the fence lines. So I can run a line back that way, I can run a line back that way, I can run a line over there, as long as Bertha is here charging this one central area.
So did you sit at home and think, I want to be a pig farmer and now I'm going to create this?
I created this because I didn't know anything about farming. I just decided I wanted to be a farmer yesterday. So, what am I going to do? So, in a well-established farm, you've dug ditches and put pipes down to run your water all over your farm.
But that's not your dream, is it?
That's not my dream, because I don't want to leave the land scarred from my being there. Like, I want to leave it looking like it looks now. I want to be as low management with the animals and low impact as far as damaging the ground.
Because I can imagine that pigs, they are notoriously brutal on the land too, aren't they? Come on, give it to me straight, Buck, am I wrong?
For where we are under all these trees, the pigs coming in and digging around just aerates the soil and gives the trees more of what they need to grow better.
But that's why you want to keep moving them.
That's why you want to keep moving them.
That's why Bertha
so they don't
exists.
so they don't dig in one spot forever.
Another reason why moving the pigs is a good idea is that Buck doesn't own the land they're farming.
It's not my land. It's a local farmer who has let us come and set up our enterprise on his property. It's not easy to become a farmer, and the biggest access barrier is actually land access. But the more people on land, the better the land actually ends up. And to have pigs under trees, to have pigs in their natural environment, roaming around the woods, that's what pigs do. So this is perfect.
I reckon I could live a pig's life here, just roaming around. Get Bertha to feed me and water me.
Right?
Oh my goodness.
So these are really exciting for us because this is our first 2 litters born here on the property.
How old are these ones?
So these are about 2 months old.
Wow.
Like these piglets, Buck's business is still in a growth phase. It runs on a subscription model, and they have a sign-up target to make the business viable.
80 subscribers on a 2-month meat rotation. So right now we are selling about half that, and that is enough money to keep the business going. And that's great. Like, I'm stoked that, at least we can keep everything running and keep the pigs fed and everything. And at double that, we'll be able to pay ourselves and also save for some larger infrastructure things that we need.
It's interesting because you are such an advocate for this. You're an advocate for farming. You're an advocate for farming this way. But how do you convince people that it's a good idea when you're not making any money?
It's a startup. What do you want?
Yeah, fair enough. I want
it's
it
a
now.
startup. It doesn't, you have to be patient. You have to take the time. You have to plan ahead. You have to give it the time it needs,
What's in here, bud?
Apron, beanie, check.
Wow, that's a beauty.
Now that I look the part, I was ready to join Buck
There we go.
in the boning shed.
Oh, wow.
So this is a yearling carcass of one of our Berkshire pigs. We send it to our abattoir down in Melbourne, and it comes back to the boning room here at Jonai. We break it down into different cuts and make mince and sausages.
That must be tough, right? Because you've raised these pigs and then you pretty much have to send them away to have their one bad day, yeah?
The pigs are born on our farm. They're raised on our farm. They go to the abattoir, and I drop them off and a little tear in the eye, but it's for a larger purpose, right? It's so we can feed our community. So
Sure.
bittersweet.
Anyhow, chop chop.
Ooh, what's that bit?
So this bit here is the tenderloin.
It looks really yummy.
It's really nice. It's not super flavorful because it's super lean, and we all know that fat equals flavor.
Do you enjoy this part?
This process, the butchery process, helps inform me on how I should raise my animals, how I should feed my animals, and getting to be a part of it all the way through really makes me a better farmer.
So you know that when I was a kid, there were a couple of things I wanted to be. There were three, and one of them was a butcher.
How come?
How come?
Yeah.
I think the idea of working with meat was really cool to me, and there's an artistry involved, isn't there?
I would agree. I think when I was really, really young, I wanted to be a sumo wrestler. And my grandmother told me I couldn't. And then I was like 21 and I was watching ESPN and I saw a Black American female sumo wrestler champion living in Japan and was like, that could have been me. I could have done it.
You could have been on the precipice of change. and here you are in middle Victoria cutting up a ham.
Life is funny, huh?
It's hilarious.